Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I have a ton of stuff to do today. I have to go to town and get my massage and a couple other stops while I'm in town. But I do want to vlog today as well. I probably won't vlog much in town. We'll see. But it's not time yet to bring my plants in off the porch, my house plants. But it will be soon. Probably within the next 2 weeks I'll be bringing them in. So they have to go here. Scott will take the air conditioner out soon. He may take it out after I bring the plants in, but I can move the plants if he has to take that out. We don't run it as much anymore. Yay! But anyway, I really like the way this little stool and this little, how I have it decorated for fall. But I am going to have to shift it all over. Yes, I was watching YouTube this morning to make room for my plants to go there because I don't want to move this table. I like it the way it is. So I'm going to have to make room along here for my houseplants. I have 3 houseplants, but they're giant, ginormous houseplants. 2 of them are peace lilies that have gotten humongous. And the other one, I can't remember what it's called. I think it might be called mother-in-law's tongue or something like that. And I almost threw it away at the end of winter because it looked so horrible. And I thought, well, I'm just going to stick it out on the porch and see how it does. And let me show you. Let me show you what it looks like. It has just come back to life. So here are those 2 ginormous peace lilies. And this is the, I don't know if this is mother-in-law's tongue. If you guys know, I'm sure some of you know. Someone knows what this plant is. Let me know. But look how gorgeous it is. I almost threw this away because it looked so dead. But look at it. It came back. And it's beautiful. So it saved its own neck by doing well this summer. So anyway, I want to go ahead and just shift everything over to that corner and see what it looks like. And yes, I'm still in my pajamas, but after I get done with this, I'm gonna go out and do my outside chores. Then I will get a shower and get ready for the day. I'm not putting makeup on today. I had church on Sunday, grocery shopping Monday, and a ladies' event at our church yesterday. Of course, I wore makeup for all 3 of those things, and I like to give my skin a break. So I'm not wearing makeup today. You've seen me without makeup many times, so I feel like I don't even have to put makeup on for you guys anymore. For many years, when I first started YouTube, I would not get on this camera without putting makeup on. I guess that shows you we've become good friends because you're like family, and I can wear go with no makeup on and in my pajamas on camera. Let's see. I can scoot it over a little more. And so I think what I'm going to do is that, because I'm not sure if I like the florals going that way. I don't know. Maybe that looks okay, actually. So I think I'll just leave it the way I have it. And I don't get into these cupboards very often. Yeah, that looks really cute. And now I have all this space here for those giant houseplants. My family says, oh, you should just get rid of some of them. And I'm like, I can't do that. One of the peace lilies came from my mother's funeral. That thing that I'm calling mother-in-law's tongue, which I don't know what it is, that came from my mother's funeral. And the other peace lily came from my brother's funeral. So I was like, I can't get rid of those plants. I just can't. And I do not have a green thumb at all, but it appears that at least I can grow those plants. So You know, you got to keep your, take your advantages where you can get them, and I can at least grow peace lilies, so, because they weren't that big when I got them. They were pretty big, but they've grown since I've got them. So, anyway, now I got to go do chores. That wasn't a whole lot of redecorating and cleaning in this video, but I was sitting on the couch thinking about I need to go out and get chores done, and I was like, no, I'm going to turn that. I'm going to switch that and see what I think. And so I might as well film it. All right, let's go get chores done. Chicken was squawking and these ducks were quacking. So I was like, I don't usually do the backyard chores. Olivia does these. But I'm like, what is going on? What's the matter? Is everybody okay? 1, 2, 3, 5 ducks and a chicken. I don't see anything. What's the matter, lady? What happened? I don't see anything out of sorts. You guys are safe in here. It could have been anything. It's all right. There have been known to be foxes out here, but I don't see anything. You're all right. You're all right. But there's our ducks. And we're still only getting 1 egg a day. We don't know which one's laying, but we should be getting 3 eggs a day because hazelnut, the speckled, brown speckledy one, and I can't remember what Olivia named the black one. They're females, but I suspect it's just the white duck that's laying. She's afraid that we got some drakes, and no, they don't quack like a drake, and they don't have the curly tail feather like a drake. So I think they're all females. It's okay. Well, I wanted to show you guys the ducks anyway today, because you hadn't seen them in a long time. And then I heard all the caterwauling going on back here and decided I'd better come investigate. But I don't see anything. I see nothing. It's okay. They're completely safe in here. Completely safe. Their roof, there's a roof on the entire thing, so it can't, if it was a hawk that got them all worked up, they can't get eaten by a hawk. If it was anything else, any other critter, the foxes can't get them. They'd have to dig, and they'd have to come through 2 fences, and Scott came out and reinforced the entire thing, because if you remember last few months back in the spring, we lost some chickens to raccoons because they got in the roof area over where that blue house is, and Scott completely reinforced it. So, and then he reinforced every weak spot in the whole thing. He went around the entire thing and fixed it. So I am very, very confident they are completely safe in here. So I don't know what they were squawking about, but everything's perfectly fine. All right, I gotta get a shower. I still haven't had anything today. Need my cup of tea here soon. I don't have to leave for my appointment till 11:30, so I've got some time to kill in the house. So I'm gonna go in and see what time it is, because I don't even know what time it is.
Goodness gracious.
He's such a baby.
He's pretty.
Such a pretty baby. Well, hello, I am back from my errands, and I went and got my massage, then I had to go over to Martin's and pick up a few things. I'll share that with you. And then I went over to Twice Treasured, which is my favorite thrifting / vintage store, because they had an item that I saw the last time that Olivia and I went thrifting, which was a couple weeks ago, but there was no price tag on it. So they held it for me, and they got a hold of the owner and found out how much they wanted for it. And so I got a call yesterday, and it was very affordable, and I'm so excited to show you what it is. But first, let me show you what I picked up from Martin's. So this is what I picked up, not a whole lot. I went in there because I needed some more dairy-free sour cream. Martin's is the only store that carries it. And I needed some dairy-free Cool Whip. And that's also Martin's is the only store that carries it. I found this butter. I think Olivia can eat this. I have to have her look at it. But it's made with coconut oil, canola oil, which isn't great, and sunflower, flaxseed. I know she can have coconut, sunflower, and flaxseed. I'm not sure about the canola. But anyway, got this because she hasn't been even eating butter on her stuff because it's got nuts and things that she can't have. So hopefully she can eat that. Needed another bag of ice. Oh, I got this because, oh, it just sounded so good. Caramel macchiato, coffee creamer, non-dairy. Yes, it has some carbs, but not terrible. 4 carbs. That's not too terrible. So, but yeah, it's dairy-free. So I picked that up. I still like Ripple, but sometimes, you know, especially in this time of year, you want something flavored. Picked up a yellow cake mix. because I forgot to check in my cabinet before we left to see if I had a yellow cake mix, which I probably do, but I have a recipe that requires apples and a yellow cake mix. I'm not going to do that video or do that recipe in this video, but it is going to be in an upcoming video. I'm going to share it with you. It just sounded like a really yummy fall dessert. Definitely not low carb, but you know, hey, like I told you, I'm not keto, I am low carb, and sometimes I eat dessert. And then the last thing I picked up was some of these Renewzits for pet odor, tough on pet odors, because Bo, our indoor-outdoor dog, spends the nights and rainy, yucky weather in our entryway, and I don't think has ever had a bath in his life. And he's a stinky dog, and he's kind of a hound dog, and I've noticed that our entryway is smelling a little bit doggish, so I wanted to get some of these to put out there so that it doesn't smell so much like dog. All right, now let me show you what I picked up at the thrift store. All right, I'm probably going to have to back way up in order for you to see this. This is a printer's tray. It is so cool. It's kind of heavy. Scott's going to have to figure out a way to hang it for me, or he may say it's too heavy to hang. If he says it's too heavy to hang, I'm not really sure where I'm going to put it. But I have been wanting one of these for so long, and they're so expensive. Now, I don't know. I'll have to take the camera down and show you. I don't know how old this is. I can't really tell you if it is truly vintage or not, but I do know that they have not used printer's trays for a really long time. So I don't know. When I saw it, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is the first time I'd ever actually seen one in the wild, as they say. And like I said, I've been wanting one for a really long time, but it didn't have a price on it, and they can't sell stuff if it's not priced. So I took it up to the cashier and I said, I'm really interested in this if it's a decent price. And they offered to hold it for me, and they contacted the seller. You're not going to believe how much she wanted for this. $16. That's all. I was willing to pay $30. I wasn't going to pay anything more than $30, but I was willing to pay $30 for this. So let me set it down, and I'll get the camera down and I'll show you up close. There's a label on the handle, and maybe one of you guys know a little bit more about this. It says on the handle, and it's like it's a metal tray with the wooden insert, and then the handle, it says copper plate Gothic light condensed. You can depend on this. It's genuine American type. So basically that was like the type company guaranteeing their type. And it says, what does that say? TIF type. Oh, type Envision ATF. But anyway, it's so cool. And then as you can see, they at some point labeled each little section, and it's it doesn't have all of the alphabet, I noticed. Well, maybe it does. T, for some reason the J is down here, XYZ, and then it's got all the numbers and the punctuation. But if you notice, it repeats itself. So there's one full set here, one full set here, one full set here. And Olivia had the neatest idea. She said, why don't I get little tiny things, little tiny whatevers that start with each letter and put it on that spot. So like for the A, I would get, let's say, a little miniature apple to put there. And like for C, I could do cat, or I could do chicken. And I said, that is a really cool idea. And then for the numbers and the punctuation, we can just put put whatever will fit in those little boxes. Now these little spaces are very tiny, but I love to collect miniature things. So even though this may take me years to fill, that'll be kind of part of the fun of it. And I do have quite a few like miniature things all throughout my house, and I can kind of gather them and put them in one place. Like for O, I can take one of these owls, whichever owl will fit, and put it in the O section. And since there's 3 O's, I could use 3 of my owls. So I just thought that was the cutest idea. And so that's what I'm planning on doing. And then of course, while I was at the store, I ran through the store really quick. For one thing, she had put it back in the vendor booth, but she would put a label on it, said that it was sold. So I went through real quick. I didn't spend a lot of time browsing, but I did pick up a couple other things that I wanted to share with you. So the first item I want to show you is this cute little wicker chicken basket, and it said it was a pot holder, a holder for pot place. What are not pot holders, but you put these on the table. I guess they're called pot holders. I don't know. And it came with these 3 round ones and then this square one, which I thought was really cute. And I think I'm gonna not keep that one in there. I'm just gonna put the round ones in it, and then I'm gonna hang this out in my entryway on my basket wall. I just thought this was so adorable, and it was only $5. Only $5, and it came with all the little pot holders. I'll use this one in my kitchen, but I think the other 3 I'll just leave unless I need them, because sometimes I run out and I need some more. So got that. So then, of course, while I was in there, I was looking for any little thing that was tiny. And I had the tray with me so I could measure to see if the stuff would fit. In the future, what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure these openings and then keep them in my purse, and then keep a tape measure in my purse. And so whenever I'm out thrifting and I see something tiny, I can measure it and see if it will actually fit in the tray. Because I don't want to buy a bunch of stuff and bring it home and none of it fits in the tray, and then what do I do with it? But I thought, you know, while I was there and I had the tray with me, I would check. And the first thing I picked up was this tiny little brown bottle. Of course, that's going to go in the B slot because it will fit for brown or bottle. And let me see. It doesn't look like... Did they not charge me for that? Oh no, there it is. There it is. I'm like, whew, I was afraid they didn't charge me for it. It was only $3. So I thought that was super cute. And then I picked up this little tiny perfume bottle. Will go under P for perfume. And it was also $3. And then the last thing I picked up was this little tiny wooden elephant. Of course, that's going to go under the E for elephant. And he was $5.25. It was a little bit pricey, but he's so cute. And he's perfect. He'll fit in that box perfectly. So that's it. That's all I picked up at Twice Treasured today. It was just an impromptu little thrifting thing because I couldn't I couldn't walk in the doors of that store and not look around a little bit. This is actually the last thing I got at Twice Treasured today. The last time we went shopping there, Olivia was admiring this so much and she really, really liked it, but she didn't want to spend the money. It was only $15, but you know, for someone who doesn't make a whole lot of money, that's a lot. And so since she wasn't with me today, I got this for her for Christmas. I think she's gonna be so shocked. And I bet you the next time we go thrifting, she'll notice this thing is gone and she'll be really sad. But then on Christmas morning, she'll wake up and she will have gotten it after all. So yeah, it's really, really, really neat. I think this is some kind of an old game box and it's made out of wood. So anyway, that is the last thing I got at Twice Treasured today. All right,
next I am going to work on a craft project. Yesterday, Olivia and I went to a women's event at our church, and it was a little luncheon, and we painted barn squares. So if you don't know what a barn square is, I will show you. I have some pictures that I took while we were there, so I will insert those here. So the barn squares that Olivia and I were working on, we didn't get them finished while we were there, but the lady who organized it said we could take the paints home with us, and there was actually 2 patterns, and so Olivia did the 2 patterns in her color choices. I did the 2 patterns in my color choices, and we're gonna seal them with some clear varnish, and we're gonna hang them outside on our duck coop, the blue house out in the backyard. And then that way I can enjoy them when I'm standing at the kitchen sink. So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna get those projects finished, and we'll bring you guys along with us.
So this is what a barn square is, and they come in all different sizes. You've maybe seen, especially like in Amish country, driving past actual barns, and they'll have these huge quilt squares on the side. That's what the barn squares are. So this is the one I did yesterday, and this is the one I'm working on now. And I can't decide what colors I want to put in the middle. I'm kind of in a quandary. And then Olivia, hold yours up, that's the one she worked on yesterday, which is the same pattern as this, except she did her center all one color, and I think I'm going to do 2 different colors in the center of mine. And then the other one she's working on is that one, which is the same pattern as this, except she's thinking about doing 2 different colors in the middle, and whereas I did a solid. So that's what we're working on. These are gonna be really pretty hanging up out there on the side of my duck coop.
Here it is, all done. As you see, I decided to change the corners to purple. Olivia actually suggested that. She thought it would make the purple in the center tie in better, and I think she's right. So the last thing I'm going to do on this is I'm going to take a Sharpie marker and I'm just going to clean up all the edges, because as careful as I was, I still got some bleeding with the paint. So that's what I did with this one, and it also made the pattern stand out more. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that with this one as well. I'm gonna have to get my face like really close to this in order to see what I'm doing. So all you will see is the back of my head if I video this. So I'm not gonna video this part, but I will definitely show you what it looks like when I'm finished. There it is, all done. When Olivia's done with hers, I'll put them all together and take a picture so you can see what they look like all together. Did you fabricate those?
No, I went down to the weird hanger store and bought them.
The weird hanger store?
Yeah, because I needed some weird hangers to hang something weird up.
It's not weird.
Not your average thing you want to hang on a wall.
Not normally, but a lot of people do.
Everything in my pocket. You know. More holes in the wall. Unbelievable.
What?
You put all the paint up.
Yeah, I thought you were done with it.
I'm still gonna touch up.
Oh. There it is, hanging, and I'm going to go ahead and put these in the shelf, and then I'm going to go around my house and see if I can find some more little things to put in it. Okay, got my little brown bottle, and there's the bee. I'm going to spread these out so they won't, I'm not going to just fill up this and then have the rest empty. And I got my little perfume bottle. I gotta find the P. LMNOP. That one kind of has to go in at an angle. Then I got my little elephant. There's E. And I found a pumpkin for P. There's another P right there. All right, now let me go down and gather up some more things. So I went around and scrounged my whole house and I found some more things. Now I'm gonna probably change these up as time goes by because I really want this to be kind of like vintage stuff mostly, and a lot of this stuff is vintage in here. But these are some vintage checkers I put under C, and I just stuck a little miniature doily for D. That little frog, it's just a little thing I had down in my office. Mouse, owl, a little pitcher. I found this little tiny rooster for R. That squirrel barely fits in there for S. So in this section I have an acorn. That's a giant acorn I got camping last year. Barely fit in the spot. I got that little cup. This was when I was a child. I had one of those little miniature sets. I glue dotted it in there so it wouldn't fall out. But that's a little cup, a little ceramic egg. That's a fishing lure that used to be Scott's dad's, I believe. Then under L, I got one of those ladybugs that Olivia painted for me. Another one of my owls. That's that perfume bottle I got today. That's just a little teddy bear under T. Over here is a cat, and that is a brass, I think, duck. I have a whole set, and that's the smallest one, but it fits in there. There's that little elephant. another owl, a wooden mushroom. That's a little hedgehog under H. Pumpkin for P. It's a little skunk. And then I just stuck, this is actually a sugar bowl, and it wouldn't fit. Actually I have the, it wouldn't fit in the S slot. So I stuck it down here in one of these overflow spaces. And I don't have anything up there in those little boxes yet, but it will. This is a evolving project, and I'm so excited. I think it looks really cute. Believe it or not, I didn't have any. I was going to put a chicken for C or a hen for H, and I didn't have any that were small enough. So I'll have to be on the hunt for those as well. Here's where I put that rooster basket. That is so cute. I just love that so much. My basket wall is really coming together. I've got some really unique baskets. Love it. It's so cute. And this is where I'm going to go ahead and end this video for today. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me today, as I just still can't believe that I found that printer's tray and was able to afford to get it. I'm so excited. I think it looks so perfect right where it's at, and it's going to be so much fun to fill it over the next however many years it takes for me to do that. And although today was a good day, it was also a bittersweet day. 3 years ago today, my oldest brother, Doug, went to be with Jesus in heaven. He died very suddenly of brain cancer. And I miss him. I miss him a lot. And I think I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the day and honor my brother a little bit at the end of this vlog. So again, I want to thank you guys for watching this video and for being so kind to me, and you're such loyal viewers and friends, and I do count you as friends and in some respect as family, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye, friends.